Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Whenever you're watching this video, cuzzies, I appreciate the support. My name is Joe Josh. I go by iChart Daily on this beautiful metaverse. Today is Wednesday, August 21st, 2024. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you a quick and simple update on what is happening with Bitcoin. I do think something is on the horizon, a nice big move. So first things first, this is not financial advice. This is for educational purposes only. I'm trying to teach you a window to my thought process that I've been doing for 17 years. I have very thick skin to the BS. And my number one rule is F the news and trust the charts, right? Number two is long-term trends predict short-term outcomes. Number three is we buy at support to take profit at resistance. So here we are. Yesterday's video, I mentioned that we have a potential pump on the horizon. There's certain alerts I told you to set. Let's go over those first. Number one, the most important thing on the daily chart is the 50 line on the RSI. I want to see it break the 50 and potentially break the 5207 because that is previous resistance. You could see the RSI moving average, which is the yellow line, is forming a beautiful bottom. You could see the RSI, which is the blue line, is forming a beautiful rounding bottom. Once again, once we break into section A, I know we are breaking this downtrend resistance. Right here, we've been having a hard time breaking it. We went from 62.7 to 61.8 to 61.3, and now we have potential to break the downtrend resistance, stay in the new trend, which are these beautiful white lines, and head back to the 60,721. The reason why I say that is because you could see that's previous resistance right here, 60,601. If we were to break that and head to the top of the rising channel that we have here, I think we head to the wicks, and this candle close right here of 61,661. You could see here previous resistance, resistance, resistance. So once again, I like to confluence up multiple ideas to make sure I hit. With that being said, you would open up a long position here, stop loss below the most recent low, 58,795. First TP or take profit is here at roughly 1.8 to 2.5, and then major greed levels I would think is going to be around here at the 3.42 to potentially here 6211 of the 4%. Now, if you're using leverage, once again, this is not financial advice, or margin, they give you a liquidation price, meaning the price, if you're betting long, they give you a price where if it goes to that level, you get liquidated. The long is now done. Same thing on the short side. So you want to use enough leverage that's going to allow your liquidation price to be lower than your most recent low here of 58.7 to potentially 58.5. It's not going to be a 40, 50, 60x leverage. I'm maybe anywhere from 2 to 5, 2 to 6% leverage. So allowing you to make 2% being 12% to 20%. So now with that being said, that's the daily. What I was seeing was on the 4-hour. You could see here, if we get rid of this, this is your downward resistance, but trend lines go with trend indicator. Trend lines were going down, right? Trend lines were going down with the indicator. Now that the indicator has golden crossed here, you need to reevaluate whether the trend lines need to start going down or if the trend lines need to go up. If you could confluence it with more golden crosses on the horizon, like you see here, then it makes more sense that once again, trend lines, right? If you're going up, trend lines going up. MACD's going down, trend lines going down. MACD forming a bottom, trend lines go flat. MACD golden crosses, trend lines go up. That's very simple. So that's that right here. The next golden cross is, this is a 2-day chart. You can see it's about the golden cross. Volume is going in the positive direction. The next candle is going to print on Thursday, tomorrow. If it doesn't happen by tomorrow, I'm assuming by Saturday. These are trailing indicators. So once again, if this pops off in golden crosses, it's already too late, which is why the play is now. Another thing while I'm looking at this, if I was to get rid of everything, this looks like a beautiful rounding bottom right here, right? Rounding bottom. If you hold Alt and press I, some people have an easier time seeing it the other way. It looks like a nice rounding top. What does this mean? Usually it would fill the neckline, right? So this is once we break the neckline. Once we break the neckline, which is 61.7, we would do something like this. We round it. We do something like this, potential little pullback, and then a push to fill the other side up to the 64.8 to potentially the 65.8. Now, the reason why I picked that level, once again, you're not picking key liquidation or order zones, resistance zones, supply zones on a 1 hour. See, you can't really see anything here. If you go to a weekly and you zoom in, even a 3-day, there you go. You can clearly see just more structure, clearer, right? So you can see here it was support, turned into resistance. This level right here is going to be a key level. Now, if you remember from yesterday's video, I'm going to assume that you didn't watch. I don't know why. But the most important thing is long-term trends predict short-term outcomes. What does that mean? Well, we have room to grow, but unfortunately, if we don't break the previous high of, let's just say, 66,666 to 69,751, and we form another lower high, well, that feeds or fuels the hidden bearish divergence that we're getting. Once again, nothing positive, meaning we don't really go to 85,000 until we see the monthly bottom and form up, and this doesn't death cross and does something like this, okay? Once again, I'm saying it now, I'm putting my technical analysis on the line. I do think something bullish positive happens, but I think something bearish positive happens from the indicators. Once again, a potential death cross, but a little bit of a higher high, a death cross of the moving average. We do this, we stay in section A, but we form a lower high to this one here of the 76.85, showing me that if we do break to the 80 or 85,000, you have to walk on eggshells. And I'm going to look like a complete nut job telling people that we are remaining bearish while Bitcoin's going to 77, 80,000 and making a higher high. The reason why I say that is I trust charts over people. That's rule number 4. It happened here, right? Once you get hit once and you don't raise your hands in defense, the next time someone flinches, my hands are up, right? I did have my hands up here, but people didn't. I did have my hands up here. I did have my hands up here. I did have my hands up here because 12 years of checking this chart every single day. My hands go up real quick, cuzzy. You understand? I'm like Floyd Mayweather out there nowadays. So when I see this and I see this, regardless of what I see in the news, regardless of what wealthy people are telling me, doesn't matter if they have 7,000 Bitcoins and they are being interviewed by news reporters. This holds more value. So once again, dump, pump to the 80, 85,000, lining up with the crypto crew mathematical equation from the top to the bottom. That also has been proven true time and time and time again. We form hidden bearish divergence and the run is over, leading into the new election, right? Well, right after the election. That is that. Love you guys. Appreciate the support. Quick, easy, simple. Set your alerts. Once again, alert to 52.95. We're still in section B. So once again, we break out of 62.8 when we're in section A in the RSI, and you see the MACD approaching the 0 line. That's that. Love you guys. Any comments, questions, concerns, leave it in the comment section. Discord links in the description. If you appreciate these videos and the time I put into it in trying to teach you guys all this information that I've accumulated over 17 years, the only thing I can ask for in return is just click the like button, cuzzy. push me out to the masses, because once again, you say things days ago and now it's finally playing out. If Bitcoin, I'll leave you with this, right? If Bitcoin pumps tomorrow and nothing, it's been quiet, right? News has been quiet. No ETFs, no this and that, no adoption stories, nothing bullish sentiment related has come out in the news lately, right? Bitcoin pumps over the next couple days leading into the end of the week. All of a sudden, you're going to see Bitcoin, boom, people pointing to it, crazy, right? They try and justify price action with news, and it's just never the case, Kazi. Enjoy the day. Love you guys.